Welcome to part 3 of my ranking the top 71 retro Mario Kart tracks, number 30 through 16, the great tracks. Before we get started, I'd like to mention that I kind of forgot about N64 DK's Jungle Parkway in the last video. It's a pretty solid track and I think I would have rated it somewhere in the middle of the last tier, maybe number 40. By default, that bumps up GBA Bowser Castle 3 to number 30 in this list, which means we're really going to be starting with number 29 today. Anyway, enjoy. Number 29 is DK Pass from Mario Kart 7. It's not quite DK Summit, but it's still definitely one of the better winter-themed track Mario Kart levels there is out there. The hilly environment makes it a challenging track, but not too difficult. The music is really quite nice and unique for a Mario Kart track. Mario Kart 7 has a really good selection of retro tracks. You're going to be seeing a lot on this list today. Number 28 is DS Tick-Tock Clock from Mario Kart 8. I've never been the biggest fan of this track, and I kind of like the original version a bit more for some reason. But you can't really deny how awesome this track looks remade in HD. One of my favorite things in this track is running into the gears when you have the Superstar. They just bounce around and you truly feel invincible. The music in this track is kind of weird. It's definitely not bad, but I think it's one of the things I like about the original version better. Number 27 is Wii Koopa Cape from Mario Kart 7. It had to be this high simply on the basis that it's freaking Koopa Cape. But why oh why did they have to take out the shock things in the middle of the track? We're going to be discussing how they screwed around with some of these beautiful Wii tracks and more, don't get me wrong. But they screwed up Koopa Cape the worst. Still, the music is great, the track is fun, and it mostly feels like the amazing track from my childhood. Number 26 is 3DS Neo Bowser City from Mario Kart 8. The rain in this track looks so cool in HD, it honestly makes me wonder if they'd ever bring back a track like GBA Luigi Circuit again. I'm one of those weird people that in real life actually likes rainy weather, so I definitely say I'm a fan of this track. It's difficult, but just the right amount of difficulty. 200cc is a nightmare though, don't get me wrong. The track looks beautiful as I mentioned, and the music is pretty catchy as well. Number 25 is N64 Kalimari Desert from Mario Kart 7. I feel like a lot of people hate this track because of the train, but I don't really hate it that much. Trust me, it's definitely not minecart level of rage, from Wario's Gold Mine. Anyway, I always kind of love the environment of this track for some reason. It's just you and 7 other racers in the middle of nowhere. The thing I really love about this track is the music. It is so underrated in my opinion. It's one of my favorite songs in Mario Kart for sure. That bass line is so catchy. Number 24 is GCN Baby Park from Mario Kart 8. Okay, so it keeps the very basic design premise that the original Baby Park does. 7 laps around a frickin' oval. But I love how the entire thing is in anti-gravity, and yes, you gotta love them HD graphics. The music is really hectic as well. I'd say it kinda gets too fast too early actually. But to say it exemplifies the craziness of this track is an understatement. Also, since double item boxes are back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it really feels like the Baby Park of yesteryear. Number 23 is SNES Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7. This is way better than the remake in Mario Kart 8 in my opinion. Mario Kart 8's version may have had those HD graphics, but there's something about the way it looks in this version that makes me like it better for some reason. I can't really explain it, don't ask me to. Anyway, to me this track had the right balance of looking new while also staying true to the original. I love the way the original SNES Rainbow Road's music sounds, and it basically sounds the same here. Number 22 is GCN Daisy Cruiser from Mario Kart 7. See, I told you there was a bunch of Mario Kart 7 tracks. Anyway, Daisy Cruiser is like Peach Beach. It even has that same chill music. Only thing is, this track is better. And it truly is better than its original, unlike Koopa frickin' Cape. You can actually drive in the water in this version. You're still probably going to watch out for those crazy moving tables though. Number 21 is GCN Yoshi Circuit from Mario Kart 8. Quick story before I actually talk about this track. So you know that shortcut in the beginning where you use a mushroom to jump across that thing? Well, I was doing that a few days ago, but I literally had a boo steal my item right as I was about to, use my mushroom. I plunged into the water and it was probably one of the saddest moments in the history of Mario Kart. Anyway, this track looks fabulous in HD and the music remake is incredible. Just a great remake. Way better than Mario Kart DS, but you can't really play Mario Kart DS because they didn't have HD graphics. Next! Number 20 is GCN DK Mountain from Mario Kart Wii. Finally, we get to a track that isn't from Mario Kart 7 or 8. I'm not the hugest DK Mountain fan, but it's still well deserving of a spot on the top 20. You truly are driving up and down a mountain on this track, and the treacherous terrain really makes it one of the more fun tracks in Mario Kart. It's difficult, but a good amount of difficult, and you don't have to worry about giant bananas at the bridge anymore. Yay! The music is quite interesting. Never been one of my favorites, but it's a cool tune to jam to for sure. Number 19 is DS Wario Stadium from Mario Kart 8. The way anti-gravity was used in the middle of this track was so clever. I'm usually a harsh critic of adding water sections where they're not really necessary, but I'll give this track a pass. It never seemed to bother me much here, actually. It certainly changed a lot from its original DS version, and it mostly changed for the better. The one thing that got a little worse was the music. It just doesn't have that attitude that the original had, because the original, of course, was shared with Waluigi Pinball. Number 18 is Wii Mushroom Gorge from Mario Kart 7. Okay, this is one of those Wii tracks that Mario Kart 7 actually didn't manage to screw up. Mushroom Gorge stays practically intact as one of the staple tracks from my childhood. It stays simple, sweet, and full of bouncy mushrooms, just how I like it. As a matter of fact, this version adds a mushroom which allows you to glide off of, which is pretty cool. The music is just as fun and catchy as the original as well. Number 17 is Wii Coconut Mall from Mario Kart 7. My problem with this track is a bit more minor than Koopa Cape, but it's a problem nonetheless. Where are all those Mii models modeling stuff? That was one of my favorite things about the decoration of the original track, and now it's gone. So sad. It still has the look, the feel, and the catchy music like the original Coconut Mall. It just doesn't have the same attitude. After all, the escalators actually tell you which ones are going up and down with the frickin' arrows. Back in my day, we didn't have such luxuries. Number 16 is GCN Waluigi Stadium from Mario Kart Wii. Sorry, I have to let Waluigi down again by putting this track just outside my top 15. Despite my love of half-pipes and begging that Nintendo bring them back, the inclusion of half-pipes just doesn't really make sense with this track. Still, this track retains most of the original awesomeness that the original, Waluigi Stadium had, whether it be the jumps, the fireballs, or the giant piranha plant heads. Did I mention the music is incredibly catchy as well? Because it is.